Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our 3 piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box below as well. And that being said, I'll leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading if you have chosen the blue amber. So it's a new piece to my collection that I just recently picked up on my little trip away to Springbrook, and it's such a beautiful piece. Blue amber is a very rare stone. There's so much to see. If you shine a bit of UV light on it, it will definitely glow for you. But the message for the amber stone being that it's so rare, that maybe there's a rare happening in your life at this time. Maybe something is unfolding that's you didn't expect, or there's a rare quality to something that's going on around you at the moment. It's also a beautiful stone of joy and peace. Amber is a healing stone and also a good stone for clairvoyants and psychics. So all-round healer and calming stone, I feel. It's so light to touch. I love that about amber. It just feels so light. So yeah, group 1, we're going to jump into your reading and have a look at some of the main energies. I can see Scorpio here, Aries as well. And that's looking like that's it for now. All good. Could be your energy, someone you're dealing with. It doesn't matter too much. So we're going to jump into the past now with the World, the 10 of Wands, and Death. And I found this kind of interesting. These are 2 different decks. This is a new deck I also found on my travels over the weekend, but this is from another deck. And isn't that almost the same woman? And then even the purples, the pinks, the greens, the color match was amazing. And I even have a similar sort of pink vibe with this card too. There's like a lot of, it's a funky deck. It's really cute. It's called the Sweet Foragers Tarot, if any readers there are interested. But I always list the cards I'm using down below. I just thought that was so sweet to see the very first card matching the very first oracle, and that's about gratitude and thanks. So a card that says maybe when things aren't all working out how you'd like them to, perhaps things are feeling a little challenging even, that it's a perfect time to be giving thanks and just focusing on what is going right for you. So in the past energy, we'll start your reading now. With your past energy, we had the World, we had 10 of Wands and Death. So it does look like in the recent past you have closed out a pretty heavy cycle, or you're in the process of closing out a very heavy cycle, given the 10 of Wands being right there and Death card at the end. So both Death and the World are cards that indicate really large endings in your life. The Death card talking about a transformation and a rebirth. So it's like perhaps you're putting down the burden or the responsibilities in some area of your life. Maybe the rareness is that you're catching a rare break or something like this, because it's like, it feels like you're releasing yourself or maybe ridding yourself. I'm sort of getting like an image of someone sort of just trying to get something off them, like untangling themselves or something, just trying to slip a coat off that it feels too heavy or something. I don't know. It's sort of, you might have been trying to just loosen the shackles or something, just get a bit of freedom, get a bit of breathing space. Maybe that's what you've needed. The Death card here definitely looks towards the future as well. We've got a beautiful rainbow in the background, so the storm is over, the sun is coming back out again, and it looks to the future in this deck. And then in the week ahead looks amazing. So let's jump straight in. We've got the 6 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups first of all. And it's interesting to have the 6 of Wands with this card directly above it, which could also be the similar sort of fairy. And I swear this is not even the same creator, is it? Let me just make sure of that. No, not the same creator, but very similar vibe. And this is all about popularity and visibility. And then that is in conjunction with the 6 of Wands, which is all about popularity and visibility. So what's going on for you, group 1? So you're starting to be noticed, or you're having some sort of victory or success in your world. Three of Cups here talks about milestones and celebrations. Maybe you're having a gathering with friends. This could be a birthday celebration. This could be an achievement. It's the end of the year. Maybe you've graduated or you've achieved something great and it's time to celebrate. We've got the Nine of Cups here as well. There is big wish fulfillment in amongst all of this for you. There's a lot of really big blessings. And looking at the past energy of, you know, the Ten of Wands and something you may have come through that's been quite heavy and burdensome for you, you're starting to get a bit of relief or release. And maybe even these could be very literal occasions that you're attending this week that are going to be really fun for you. There's wish fulfillment here for you as well with the Nine of Cups. So something you really want is happening. We have the Emperor here, and this Nine of Cups looks over to the Emperor. So maybe your wish fulfillment is with regards to a masculine energy. It could be a family member, a father. It could also be your partner, or somebody who you feel is maybe your divine masculine, somebody who you feel is very important in your world. It doesn't have to be male, but masculine energy, somebody who, I was going to say is a ruler. It's a very typical way to call them. Not that we look at people in our lives as rulers so much, but somebody who perhaps has a lot of strength or has a lot of personal power in their own life. So your Nine of Cups looks over to that. Maybe this is something you want in your own life. This doesn't have to be a different person. This can be your own energy. It could be you wanting to be your own boss, or you're wanting to step up in authority in some way. We also had, after that, the Six of Crystals and the Knight of Wands. So, and what was that as well? The Six of Crystals lined up in conjunction with the Pamper card, just the way the crystals are done. I just thought that... I just felt, because they were so close to each other as well, even the color of the crystals match. So I really love, and these are all different decks, by the way. Every single oracle that I've pulled up that matches this tarot have been all different decks. So it was beautiful. I love when that happens, when they're so aesthetically pleasing and you know, similar. So yeah, where am I up to? All over the shop. I feel like I dropped a card. Nope. So where am I? Emperor, the Six of Crystals, which is the Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So a lot of potential generosity here at the end of the week for you. Maybe there's somebody who's giving a gift to you, or somebody who's wanting to help you in some way. Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity. So somebody who maybe wants things to be fair and balanced. Maybe if you've been giving a lot, somebody wants to give back to you or to a situation. Or you may just find that there's, maybe even for yourself, you're finding having the capacity to give back a little bit. It is that time of year. Maybe you're finding yourself an opportunity to give charity or help somebody in some way, which is, I mean, any time of year is a wonderful time to do that. But, you know, especially this time of year, especially, you know, expensive times for people. And any little sweet, kind gesture goes a really long way when there's a lot of stress and tension around, if that's the case. But anyway, that's likely not the message anyway for everyone. I do feel a little bit for some that, yeah, there's opportunities to give, but for a lot of you, I do feel this is you receiving. And it is your time to receive. We've got that Six of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. There's a lot of good things coming your way this week by the looks of this. With the Knight of Wands, I kind of felt like this is a flux thing. So, you know, not every day is going to be action-packed. Perhaps it's like sort of ebb and flow with what's going on for you. I'm also I feel like there's something to do with a strained relationship, but I'm not entirely called to read that, like, because it may not be for everyone exactly, but there does feel like there's a stop-start relationship here, or something that's like they're like maybe 1 minute they're in, 1 minute they're not, or they're not fully, I don't know if they're fully, I don't know who this is for, if this is for anyone or everyone, but well, I want to get another card on that actually. Like, what is that I'm picking up on? Because the way he's blue and the way he faces away just makes me think like he's not fully in this right now. We've got the Ten of Crystals and the Hierophant. So this is definitely long-term commitment energy. This is potential, like if you're already in a relationship, this is talking about your partner, I would say. And so maybe your partner is working at the moment at trying to give more to the relationship, or trying to work together to build this image that you both have, if this is about a relationship, because maybe not always on the same page, but it is something that you're working towards, and I think there's a lot of maybe success at this time, or you're seeing a lot more connection. Those that this is not a partner, this could be another energy that you're dealing with, could be within yourself as well, of course, where it's sort of stop-start and you're wanting to commit deeper and look at the bigger picture of your life, and like really looking at your long-term goals and listening to Spirit's guidance as it takes you there on all the many twists and turns. Like either way, the energy here does look like it's trying is the word I'm hearing. So this could be you that's trying, someone else that's trying. And your efforts are wonderful, but I still feel like outside of all of that, universe has got a great picture unfolding for us, like naturally anyway. So it's like, I almost want to say something's taken care of and you don't actually need to try or worry about it. You probably need to try, but there's something about it. It's like you'll try anyway, but Spirit's got your back or something, like Spirit's taking care of it. So in the challenge, we have the 4 of daggers, so swords, 9 of swords, and the Knight of Cups. This makes probably a little bit of sense here. We've got with the 4 of Cups, 4 of daggers here, you're needing rest, right? That's the challenge right now, is you're probably just wanting a little bit of time out for yourself. I did see the Hermit earlier. I don't know if it came out or not. We've got the 5 of Wands on the bottom of the deck now. So you could be dealing with conflict and being not on the same page with someone, or maybe even a group of people, especially as we approach Christmas and dealing with family and all those things. But 4 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups, there's definitely a lot of angst or stress around potentially a relationship or this Knight of Cups energy. So with the Knight of Wands here, there's that sort of, there is Emperor energy here too. So I'm finding it quite interesting that there's like, it's not a consistency here. And with this Knight of Cups, it might be, you might not be fully open to them right now for some reason. Maybe something's going on, or you're just not feeling like what they're giving is enough, maybe. I feel like you're up in your own head about a lot of things, what's right for you. You might not be sure right now. You might just feeling a little uncertain, a little unstable about things, just needing more time out, needing rest. I think there's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of feelings here. There's a lot of feelings that need to come out, I would say. That would be really good if you could get some alone time to just be by yourself. And I'm going to hold this one up, stretch, because I think that sometimes when there's lots of mental stuff is going on, there's emotions, and I think sometimes a yoga practice can be really beneficial, especially if you've never even tried it for such a reason. Some soft music and maybe a yin practice. Following instructors is great, but to have your own sequence in your mind sort of, I think, helps go deeper into that place. But stretch, and also I think stretch out, like stretch, have a bit of space, have a bit of freedom. Like I feel like you need room to stretch or something, like room to breathe. And I think like some sort of practice like yin yoga will help bring some of those things up. Maybe even a dancing a slow dance, any type of dance, anything that gives you this movement and expression in such a way. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm feeling something. So yeah, I think there's a lot to process maybe at this time. Well, there's so much, there's like all these occasions and things happening. Like it seems like there's a lot of go energy, but you're trying to deal with your own stuff and just maybe even put on a happy face for the world at times. In what will help with the challenge, we have the Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Swords, and 2 of Crystals. So, after seeing all those swords there, with particularly the 9 of Swords in the stress area of the challenge area, in what will help with the challenge is 6 of Swords, which is letting go of stress. It's leaving emotional, mental baggage behind, letting times roll forward. We have got death in the current energy, so transformation is happening. We have the 10 of Wands behind you, but the 6 of Wands in front of you. So it shows that there's a change happening in all that you carry and what you're receiving from the world or the people around you as well. Like there's a shift. There is a shift here. You are asked to trust and go along with it, and focusing only on the things that are going well for yourself. Gratitude and thanks. That's why it's the first card here, and it's why the World is here, I think, to match her. Like the first 2 cards, 2 different decks. Same woman, I swear. Absolutely amazing synchronicity. And that's another thing here. You've got the card Clues, and it's all about the synchronicities you're getting right now. It's the biggest messages in these things that line up like that. And I hope you understand what I mean. I'm sure you do. it's to say that all you need right now in your world, like all you're needing right now is just the appreciation for the magic that's all around you, even if everything's not how you want it to be, and surely there are always going to be things. But what is wonderful around you right now? You know, the roof over your head, the home space you might get to live in, the food you can eat. Just there's so many little count your blessing things, and there's just so many. And writing a list can be really great for perspective of that, because you write 10 things and then maybe you're stuck, and then all of a sudden they bombard again, and it's a bit of an experience. If you've never even written a gratitude list, I highly recommend it. It can be quite the experience, and show you some things, bring a bit of awareness about. Anyway, Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords, we're leaving behind old cycles. Wheel of Fortune can sometimes talk about repetitive karmic cycles, but with the Six of Swords, it's asking you to leave those repetitive cycles alone, leave them behind, don't re-engage in something that you want to put to rest perhaps. And with the Two of Pentacles, I think it's mostly about the changes you navigate and all the different things you've got going on here. Maybe you've got children, you know, and events to go to, and it's Christmas time coming, and all these other little things. So the Two of Pentacles is you juggling all these different aspects and just trying to keep afloat, just trying to keep it even. You may also be in between the old and the new right now, especially with the world and the death being here, an old life, a new life, an old job, a new job, whatever this is. But there's so much like abundance and success and really good things coming in the week ahead that are worth enjoying. So even if you've got something else running in the background that is heavy on the heart, or, you know, you're processing in the background, I think what this is also showing is it's important to maybe, if you can, compartmentalize a little bit, just so that you can truly experience these Three of Cups moments that are here for you in the week ahead, these wish fulfillments that are coming in. You know, don't let it pass you by without really showing gratitude and just being present, especially if you have children. I'm getting that just being present with them, and, you know, the fun time of year that it is, going and looking at lights and just taking it a little bit slower to soak it all in. So further guidance here, we have the Ace of Crystals, so Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. The further advice is to grab a new beginning with both hands. This is a card of nurturing something new. It's a card of potential financial windfalls coming your way. With the Eight of Pentacles after, it shows that there's a new beginning in work, or there's something new. It doesn't have to be physical money work. It can be a job or a project or anything that you're creating or doing, working on, that's asking you to be devoted and to not be distracted, to stay focused. And then you have the Two of Wands as well. So it's almost like, what I'm getting here is you're being asked to set something up so that you can take a different path later, or so that something that's meant to come for you later can come to pass. There's things you need to do now that are in preparation for your next journey, and this is a journey you'll take, that it'll happen. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Something that is meant to come to pass needs your preparation now. So there's something you can be doing that you might not realize. You may be waiting for this moment or this person or this thing to happen, but there's something you could be doing now that does the groundwork for that. There's something about preparation here, and alignment, and yeah, I think you might know what that's about. There's something you could be doing to set yourself up for something else to take place. Maybe this is to do with the new year and the plans you've got in the new year. Maybe you're going to take up study and you need to get things organized in your calendar or in your, you know, your workspace to be able to study or learn or take this new path, because you are, I feel like that's just for, I don't know, there's something I picked up then that's not for everyone type thing, but it's like, now I'm losing it. Shit, come back. Probably because it's not for everyone. I think it's gone. There was something here that's like, I don't know, I can't grab that, but it's something to do with, like, yeah, I'm probably not meant to say it, that's why I can't get it, because it's just so there, but it's to do with the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, something you build, something you do now that preps you for something really impressive, like something, it feels really big, like, you know, maybe you hit some level of stardom, but it's the work you do now that preps you for that. Like, you're going to be big, or something is going to really take off or be really successful. So in the outcome, we have the Two of Cups, the Three of Crystals, and the Eight of Daggers. So we do see potential anxiety and stress around maybe a relationship or a partnership of some kind. There's some kind where you are working together with the Three of Pentacles. You may be stressed about your ability to work with a person or a group of people. The Eight of Swords is only trapped in the mind though. It's not actually real imprisonment, it's self-imprisonment. So the stories you might tell yourself, the fears and doubts you might have, which is interesting because you do have the card Trust here, which I feel like just going straight in for. So we will. This is a powerful, important card to receive. Even when things seem parched or not fruitful, a deeper energy speaks of the power of your inner knowing. Meditate, trust those nudges from the universe. Your celestial advisors are close now. You are now open to receive some of the most important messages of your life through your intuition. And I feel this down here, like there's something so important here. I don't know what it is. It feels like to do with your work in the world, or maybe even a relationship for some of you. Your intuition is spot on, so trust it. And even if there are some areas of your life that seem lackluster, know that other areas are being fertilized for a resplendent future. Have faith and know that there is a higher purpose. And it feels so strong in this reading, that message, and especially with the card Clues, to really notice and trust the clues. And it is an important time to be creative and to maybe network with other people, work with other people, work with yourself, be creative, step up to the work, step into the mystery, trust the intuition. So Two of Cups in the outcome, we do have a partnership here, a need to work together for this partnership to work, perhaps, whether it's romantic or work or otherwise. But there is, with the Eight of Swords here, a bit of angst, a bit of stress about it all. But like the Nine of Swords being in your challenge area, which isn't all that unsimilar from the Eight of Swords, you have the Six in what will help, and that's asking to let it all go if you can, to do what you can to let it go. A meditation, a release, a yoga, a dance, whatever these practices are, to practice those practices. So we have the card from the Essences of Vanilla. We'll go to the book for you. I'm not sure, I won't read it all, but I'll read some. I'll just go to divinatory meaning, how's that? Stop hiding behind the scenes, go and shine your light, show your best attributes and be graciously flamboyant. Bring sweetness into your life. It seems you have lost your connection with your creative and wild side. And it's interesting because I've chosen the sweet foragers. Sweetness, there's all this candy over here. So colour, sweetness, foraging, creativity, all of these things will be beneficial for you at the moment. What do I want to say? Vanilla shows you your value and the importance of the contribution you make to the world. Vanilla fosters personal passion, sexuality, wildness, and love's touch as a form of communication. It helps heal emotional conflicts, oversensitivity, bitterness, and hostility. It raises kindness and helps to truly understand what is required to be in a balanced relationship. This is definitely talk of a relationship, and that's what the Six of Pentacles is showing up with here as well, I feel, for the week ahead. Like your relationship, you might be finding there is more balance, there is more give and take, there is more generosity. But this may not be that it's always consistent with that Knight of Wands there. There may still be a bit to work through here. So what else did I have? I had Trust for you. We read that one already. We did see Gratitude and thanks, and again I'll reiterate, a wonderful time even when things, as the other card says, are maybe lackluster. It is very important time to be giving thanks and acknowledging, connecting, truly connecting, not just giving thanks but really feeling thanks. Stretch and pamper, two wonderful self-caring prompts that might support you at this time as well. Yin yoga is a really nice gentle one if yoga is something you haven't done much of or you're new to it. Yin it's soft, it's slow, you hold the pose for a little longer before moving on. It's wonderful. So and there's some conscious breathing with those exercises. Like there's so much more than just holding a pose yoga, but I'll let you discover that if you haven't already. So group one, that is what I have for you in this reading with the beautiful rare blue amber. I hope that this has given you some sort of comfort, clarity and guidance. It was a little I found it a little confusing at times, this reading, but hopefully it makes sense for you. Don't forget to check out the reading giveaway post. I've got one on Facebook, one on YouTube. Only the original posts will be the ones that I go through to enter, because who can go through all the shares and names that are then on them? That'll be insane. So yeah, remember, if you are asking or tagging friends, get them to comment on the original post for their entry, otherwise it won't count. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know what, hopefully everyone gets their entry in. And I look forward to reading for you all again next week. Bye, Group 1. Hey, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this sweet little piece of amber, then this one is for you. There is an insect inside. You won't be able to see it. You need a magnifying glass to see it really well. But amber, a lovely stone of calming and healing, a beautiful psychic stone, one for self-confidence, but mostly just the soothing peace and healing, I feel, often associated with the amber. So, Group 2, let's look at your reading. Some of the energies I can see. Cancer, Virgo, Leo, Libra, and that's about it. Not many major dominant energies here. Doesn't matter. Could be you, someone you're dealing with, but yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter too much. So let's jump into the past energy with the Fool, the Ten of Swords, and the King of Swords. So interesting combination here, especially given that this sort of King of Swords looks almost like the spirit that's risen out of this Ten of Swords. And all of this, mind you, sits below the transformation card, and which is interesting because in the book it actually mentions the color blue for that card. So I'm going to have a little peek. And what does it say? Because all the blue in the cards, so also the color blue represents a calmness, peace, and spiritual attunement. The blue butterfly is thought to carry all of these meanings, and same with the amber crystal. So calm, peace, transformation, all of these things are here for you at this time. This is a time of personal transformation, personal evolution. So when are we looking at here the spirit rising up out of this dead merman? I can see that he is in the King of Swords, looking forward to the future as well. So we've got the Fool here, we've got the Ten of Swords, so a beginning, an ending, and some level of mastery of the mind, or mastery of perception, or mastery of self in some way. So how do I sum all this up? What I'm feeling here for you is that this is a time when you are preparing yourself, or have been preparing yourself, to approach a really big transformation within yourself. And this could be lifestyle choices, this could be with regards to your relationships, just your own basic needs being met. Like, this could be so many different things. But what I'm seeing here is you're ready to take a leap of faith, to finish up with something that is not working for you. And with the King of Swords, it means you're using perhaps your mind over your heart in this matter. You might be looking at things very logically. Just, what do I want to say here? Yes. Yeah, I do feel like this is a time for, I guess, careful consideration and preparing to end a cycle. You've already done that perhaps because it is in the past energy. So preparing to move forward, preparing for the next chapter, perhaps preparing for next year. Maybe that's where it's at for you. Maybe you're preparing for a hard conversation with somebody here as well. I'm getting like this could have to do with family, Christmas time stuff, of course, because a lot of us have that stuff coming up. And for many of you, it will be that. But I do feel like there's something like you're preparing yourself for something that's not going to be easy, but it's the right thing to do. So let's move into the week ahead. We have got the Two of Pentacles and the Magician. So again, I kind of see preparation for change here as well, because the Two of Pentacles can be juggling the old and the new. It can be juggling two very different facets of your life. It can be about juggling numerous different things and just trying to keep everything working. Like you are the magician. You've definitely, like, as you show up in this reading, you've got something special. I want to say the X factor, but I don't know what that is for you. But you've got something, your experiences, what you've been through, who you are, your intelligence level, your capacity, things like this, I think are really high. I think you're a high capacity person, or you function on a different level to a lot of people. Maybe you get a lot done. Maybe you are really, really good in your realm, what it is you work with, what it is you do. And there's room for more mastery. There's room here for evolution for you in this reading. This is a time for you to perhaps rest a little before you move into the next chapter, but it seems like everything's sort of happening for you all at once maybe. The Magician here is showing mastery. We've got the Chariot next. So you are moving forward with a lot of confidence in the way you navigate change in your life, in your relationships at this time. The Two of Pentacles, again, coming back to that, to say that, you know, it's not easy, but you are mastering this navigation, this movement, this change, the direction you're taking, the choice you're making, whatever it is. What I feel here is like you're on the rocket to, I was going to say nowhere, but I don't know what that is. You're on the rocket to somewhere, like you're setting yourself up for success in some way. I think there's something you want to bring to life. It's interesting actually, because Magician sits below the card Intention, which is a very similar energy. It's about aligning your intentions. Is there something you want to bring to life? Then now is the time to consider that, to visualize it, to bring it in. Oh, interesting, you've got visualize. It is time to visualize these things, this new person you want to be, or this new, you know, the new, whatever it is you're wanting to move into with your life. Maybe it's a career path. Maybe it's how your home and family functions and runs. Maybe it's to do with relationships. But you are getting yourself ready for a big change. I think you might be one of those people that jump on the New Year's resolution bandwagons, but you might do it on your own. Not to say, you know, 1st of January, whatever, like a lot of people feel that the best time to implement those changes is actually March, around the solstice. But, you know, it's personal and different for everybody. So anyway, moving into the week ahead further, you have got the Five of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Hermit. So you could be wanting just a bit of time out. It could just be, you could be dealing with a lot of different people, maybe some tension. It could be a bit of an argument in this week with somebody in the home space or about the home space. Could be something you're having to deal with, and just wanting a bit of hermit time to back away from everything. Maybe just you want to be home by yourself. Maybe that's it with the Four of Wands here. Four of Wands is often about the home. Or it can be about sort of a bit of time in nature, a bit of time to rest, to retreat from maybe all this action, all this expectation, maybe all this stuff coming your way. Maybe it's just go, go, go for you. That could be the case. You're wanting to slow down. It is that time of year. People are wanting to slow down. Maybe they're just wanting to get on your holiday already, right? You could, this Five of Wands, I mean, it could be a distinct argument that comes up that you actually navigate quite well, or it could be like just a whole bunch of tension, or a whole bunch of kids, a whole bunch of stuff you've got to deal with. And I want to say, and it doesn't go away, because you know these things have got to be done. There's responsibilities here. I can see that. But there's a part of you that wants to and needs to unplug from all of that and just have a bit of a break as well. So I'm kind of getting like someone who might be also like just considering, like reviewing the year they've just had, preparing for the year that they're moving into, and looking at what is coming with you, what are you leaving behind. Like I think there's a lot of personal review in all of this. So if you're getting a quiet moment, that might be what comes to mind for you. If you're getting a quiet moment to yourself to think and feel and let things come up, to take a little walk or unplug from the world. You've got the unplug card here. And with the Hermit here as well, it is a time for a bit of soul searching, maybe even getting away for a night by yourself if that's possible. That would be amazing. Yeah, just needing a little, I feel like you're just needing some time at home to just veg out as well. Just like, it's interesting because you've got here the card Unplug directly above this Four of Wands and the Hermit. So it's like, and you know, I love how the conjunctions work, especially all those blues and the butterfly, talking about the peace and the transformation. And that's what you're needing, just a little bit of unplug time. Comfy socks, a nice book. Has she got a cuppa there? No, but you can make one. You can make a cuppa. Anyway, in the challenge, where are we now? We have the 10 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. This honestly looks like, I had a little giggle when this first came out. Not for everyone, of course, as always. There's split messages for everyone, being general reading. But 10 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. This looks like somebody who's wearing the whole burden of the Christmas Day event, right? This looks like that. And by all means, this can be other situations, but you know, for the time of year, generalizing, 10 of Wands, heavy burdens of a responsibility of a gathering, right? The 10 or the family coming together for the meal, having to deal with that, you know, crazy uncle, or, you know, whatever the situation is for you that comes with the people that you surround yourself with, family, friends, community. It does look like the challenge is a heavy burden with regards to what should be or could be potentially something very joyful. With the 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, that's like ultimate wish fulfillment. It's everyone coming together to celebrate. There's occasions here. There's, you know, there's a milestones achieved. But the 10 of Wands is here. So it's like there's so much you've got to do to pull this off or make it work. Or there's something about it that might be feeling very heavy, when in actual fact, like the cards show, it should be something really peaceful and fun and you know, celebrating. Should be celebrating. So maybe it's just feeling like you're not able to just have fun and celebrate right now because there's so much burden and responsibility still. Maybe you're working right up until, you know, you don't get a day off until such and such, or, you know, there's all of that energy is there. There's a lot of going on for you, but there's also capability and peace. Like I see you finding peace where you can, like just pushing a bit of space away where you can, clearing off the table or something, just where you can, you will grab it, or you're advised to. Further guidance, what will help with the challenge, I mean. We have the King of Wands, 9 of Cups, the Sun. And often when I see the King of Wands, I think of time in nature. And that might be, when we saw the Sun here as well, the 9 of Cups, that might be your wish fulfillment. It's a bit of a trip away, or a bit of time in nature, a bit of time to just do what you want to do something on your own terms. I think like this, when I look at this, is a little bit of like just doing something that feels good for you. Something for yourself. That's what would help right now, is just to do something for yourself, whatever that might be. Maybe it's a little bit of hibernation and regeneration, maybe just a little nap, you know, maybe just a day to unplug where you don't have any responsibility or minimal responsibility, or even if it's a few hours, just some time, allocated slot of time for yourself. Maybe it's a time where you can get out and go and play. It's interesting because I chose the Mermaid Tarot before this card came out for this reading, so definitely got the strong mermaid vibes this week for group 2. But to play, to unplug, to rest, it might be what you're wanting and needing the most, or going on a fun adventure or a trip. I feel like the King of Wands, I often feel like he's can be an unobtainable king, and if that's your energy, then it's, you know, you just go on and doing whatever you want, whatever makes you happy, whatever feels true for you, whatever will invigorate you. But it's also a card of leadership. And when we have the 9 of Cups here and the Sun, I feel like it's like you've got an image of the way you want something to go, and maybe it doesn't always work that way, and that's why the challenge is there, you know, especially if we're talking about this silly season time of year. We have expectations and hopes of how it'll all play out, but, you know, I think like it'll be a lot easier if you let go of a lot of those expectations and just be in the moment and do something fun for yourself. And with the Sun here as well, it's like just that message of staying joyful, staying in the light, staying bright, staying positive, staying calm, perhaps, as the Amber suggests, and as I suggest. So in further guidance, we have the 7 of Wands, the Page of Swords, the 4 of Swords. And this is a bit of a tense bunch of cards here. With the 7 of Wands, it's like I kind of get like the inability to understand someone or something in all of this. Maybe you're feeling not understood, or maybe you're having trouble understanding someone else's point of view in a situation here. But there is a bit of tension and a need to just withdraw, like the other card, hibernation and regeneration, unplug. You know, there's a lot of cards here that ask you to just meditate, to take a step back, to consider all aspects, to consider all opinions or all sides of the argument if that's the case, to not be overly defensive, but to truly defend yourself where necessary, but not to be overly defensive or engage in anything too exhausting. You know, it's kind of like just to say your piece, say it with confidence, stand in your power in that sense. That's probably why the Magician and Chariot's here with the 5 of Wands after. Like, you just need to do what you think is right in a situation, and not like and that may not impress everyone else. There's something here about that you know, you might be making a choice this week that ticks someone off, or you know, and you kind of just got to do what you need to do for yourself here. I'm feeling there is a need to find common like understanding though, like whether that's you to someone else or someone else to you, like I feel like there's a lack of understanding in maybe an argument or something here. But just asking questions, having a talk might be helpful, or just like with the Page of Swords, it is the card of sort of leaving no stone unturned and doing everything you can to get all the information you can before you take action, or before you, so to consider something, there's a need to maybe explore or understand a little deeper, but to not engage as well at the same time, to sort of step back with your information and let it sit on you, let it sit with you or something. I don't know. Hope that makes sense. Is there anything I'm missing here? I feel like that's something I'm missing. So we have the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So the overall energy of this reading is about you. Well, Eight of Pentacles is somebody who's working by themselves. They are developing something. They show up every day and just get better and better and better. And they're not worried about comparing what other people have got or what other people are doing, but they're just staying in their own lane and mastering something slowly but surely. But let's have a look if there's anything missing in this Page of Swords. Okay, the King of Pentacles. Okay, a whole bunch there. Empress is here. We could be talking about abundance and finance. Temperance, King of Cups, Two of Swords, Six of Cups, Queen of Wands, Justice. Okay, so definitely seeing a lot to do with family. Six of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Wands, Two of Swords, Justice. For some of you, this is about shared custody and who's got the kids in the holidays, that sort of stuff, like making it work. Like I see a whole bunch of detail here, especially with Justice, you know, definitely looking at things being in the balance, but not totally understanding. And this with the Six of Cups, this could be about children and family and all of those things. So Temperance and Justice capping all of this. It's like you're going to try and make it work, or you're going to try and find common ground or understanding, and so everyone's needs are sort of met at a basic level. And I don't know, feels confused, if not confusing, I don't know what it feels. It feels elusive. I don't know if I'm reading it correctly. We'll find out. But yeah, there's so much indication here that although there's so much going on, you need to grab a moment for yourself. So in the outcome, we do have the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. We also have Judgment and the Tower. So this could be so many things. With the Knight of Pentacles here and the Knight of Cups, is it? Page of Cups, sorry. Sometimes this can be a slow apology, somebody approaching you slowly to, you know, extend some sort of apology or forgiveness, to have a heart-to-heart conversation. I feel like you're slowly trying to work things out, maybe after a Tower moment or during a Tower moment. There could be something like, with the Five of Wands, I feel like, yeah, something might erupt that you didn't expect, and you're just trying to see eye to eye. But I feel like, you know, there's two very different people here. And I kind of feel like intentions are good. I feel like the intentions are good in whatever this is. That's, I hope it even makes sense. But intentions are good from both sides, but you're still needing to work together on something. You're still needing to play the game or make, like, let's get some more. It could be a surprise coming in this. Queen of Wands. Ooh. Eight of Pentacles there again, back on the bottom of the deck as originally placed. We had the Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Pentacles, and Strength all here. So it looks like you're taking a bit, like we see in the Chariot and the Magician in your early week, like you are taking control of a situation here and making it work in the way that you know it should be working, if that makes sense. So if there is sort of like a heart-to-heart or a conversation that you need to have with someone about the direction of a relationship, or the way, you know, the way Christmas is going to go, or whatever it is that's going on in this time, what's the plans for next year, or if this is working with an ex about shared custody for the kids, like all the details are here, and you're slowly trying to make it work, but it's all on you to make it work by the looks of this. Like, I see a lot of independence and strength in your part, especially given the Strength card here and the Queen of Wands. That's really strong energy to be able to navigate changes and to be able to, if this is about abundance and like financial planning, to create the changes and the structure in your budget or in your household, with your family, with your partner, or however it is, to make things work. But it's like you are the leader or the one who takes the initiative or something like this. I feel like I get like a lot of alone time is wanted for you at this time, potentially. Although there's a lot of characters around you, you might just deep down be wanting to just sort of maybe hide in a well a little bit. This is a really cute Nine of Pentacles, typically the single lady card. Somebody who is very abundant. There's a lot of abundance in all of this. But there's, with that Tower there though, let's confirm the Tower itself. I feel like it's already had in the outcome. Like, it's something you're just, like, I feel like you're trying to work through a Tower moment that's already happened, something that's not been stable, that's not working out. It's like you're trying to maybe come together and work it out with someone. The World, that's the completion card. So it does indicate that that cycle is done, and now you're maybe trying to move forward or to create more stability or to take more control. Eight of Wands and Justice, yeah. Hanged Man on the bottom shows that it's not all worked out yet. See, there's a need to shift of perception, or there's something about this that's out of your control. Something about it that you may need to surrender to. You may need to be a little flexible with the changes here. But the Eight of Wands and Justice is showing that, especially with given the World card here, that there is a lot of movement in the end of a cycle. Like the back at the start here with the Fool and the Ten of Swords, like something's wrapping up so that there can be more fairness, so that you can be in your own King of Swords energy and make an assertive choice, or be very discerning about, whether it's money, whether it's family, like whatever it's about, just you're in control here. So I don't know if any of that made sense, but hopefully it did. It was a bit like, I feel that way today. We'll see how group 3 grows. But even in group 1, I was like, I don't know. That's all I can say. I don't know. Don't know if it's great. Don't know if it was what. Just don't know. So I guess I shouldn't really worry about it. So anyway, transformation. We did look at the book for that already. We looked at the color blue. Let's look at the rest of that one there. Yes. This is the time for change, reinvention, or a rebirth into a new way of being. If you've been plodding along, the card suggests that you take measures to shift everything. Don't resist change. And then the blue color suggests a spiritual renewal or initiation. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodeling it or rearranging a few things. It means becoming something completely different or doing something completely different. Change is often uncomfortable, but it is usually for the highest good. This is a very lucky card, and drawing this card can mean that a wish may be about to come true. You've got that Nine of Cups in your wish, in this, and the Sun in what will help with your challenge. So to take leadership towards your wish fulfillment. You can read it that way. What was I going to say there? Yeah, it makes sense that we've got the Fool, we've got the Ten of Swords, we've had the World. Like, these are all final cards. Like, you really are finished with something. So hibernation and regeneration, it's just what you're needing right now. I don't think we need to go too deep into it. It might be a good time to just pamper yourself and relax a little bit. We have the card Intention. I'll go to the book a little bit. The process of achieving your desires begins with intention. Setting an intention is an expression of your needs. Whether you want to create more income, better relationships, to become more spiritually attuned, or to be more loving, all of your dreams and desires begin with intention. Intention plants the seeds of manifestation that bring your wishes to life. This spark in your awareness can pertain to your health, your feelings, as well as material desires. Your intentions will grow and thrive when you are actively mindful of them. And intention is more energized when it comes from your inner knowing and is for your highest and best good. Worrying or a feeling of lack will keep the very thing you long for at a distance. Stay calm and release your doubts, as well as the doubts of others. Once you have set an intention, allow the power of God, the universe, or whatever you deem a higher power to begin fulfilling your desire. Trust that the vast wisdom of the universe can orchestrate the delivery of your desire. You are not in charge of how your wishes will come to completion. It will happen at the perfect time in the ideal manner. Set your intentions and opportunities will arise. I'm thinking of group 1 now. If you feel drawn to group 1 at this point, go for it. Set your intentions and opportunities will arise that have the potential to become your new reality rather than just a passing thought. That is fantastic. I like that. It's, yeah, with the Magician and the Chariot, the Two of Pentacles, like all of this shows like you really going through a massive shift and grabbing the reins. And like maybe it is that you've been hurt, you know, to get to this point, and you're having to steel your heart and just use your intellect and forge a path ahead in something that's very cold and hard. That could be the case for you. Yeah. So we also had the card Rosemary. It's interesting that there's a chess game going on here. You may feel like it's a bit of a chess game that you're experiencing. You take one move, they take one move. The wise words for this card is, it is not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage. Rosemary is the oil of transition. Interesting, because we've got so much here about transition and transformation. A transition based on knowledge, and we have the King of Swords. How's that? It brings understanding of a situation from deeper levels. It focuses on the root of the problem rather than just the surface of it. We can say that the rosemary is a very clever essence. It knows when to move and it adjusts easily to its new environment. A very powerful essence assists with cognitive function. It can be amazing aid for Alzheimer's disease and memory issues. It can also help with scalp issues and luscious hair, repairing it from root to end. Rosemary is like an enchanted game of chess, where the pieces take life and their transitions are friendly. It is not a battle, but more of a game. No one is trying to kill the queen. We know that if we do that, we will not be able to play any longer. I think they mean the king, right? They can see the bigger picture rather than just their small square. So the divinatory meaning, Rosemary comes to your reading when you need to evolve from the situation you are in to a better one. Changes are scary, and sometimes we have so much resistance to change due to past experiences. Rosemary comes to tell you that there is nothing scarier than stagnation. Energy needs to move and flow just like a river to be able to clean, fresh, and support everything around it. As you transition, you are fully supported and guided. Focus on the bigger picture. Assess your environment. The affirmation is, all of the changes in my life are positive and empowering. Every day I am transforming myself into a more positive being. And just to see this queen here in the center of the board and all of her capability and strength and power in conjunction with the Magician on the table. We've got intention here. Like all of this guidance, I think, is, it feels right. I don't know what else to say. It just feels right. And then with your self-care prompts, we already did see it would be a wonderful suggestion here to unplug from the world a little bit and just take a bit of you time to play. However you see fit, play with your children, play with yourself, just play with nature, play with animals. Visualize. We have that as well. We've already spoke about that as well, sorry, with the intention and what you're moving towards, the life you want, the relationships you want, the abundance you want. All of this is happening. All of this is something you're creating, and it's why the Eight of Pentacles wanted to be the bottom deck energy again. I lost it now. I thought it was going to be there, but I shuffled again. But it made its way there twice, underlying energy, which is a card of mastery and focus and not comparing yourself to anything else, but just stay in the path. So group 1, those that chose this sweet little amber, this is what I have for you in this reading. I hope it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. Take a look for the giveaway reading post that I do every year. There's one on Facebook, one on YouTube. So just comment your name on there or whatever you want, comment, and you'll enter in. You can tag people, but they need to comment as well to enter, because I'd hate to give someone a reading they didn't want, right? So yeah, they need to enter, comment something to show that they want entry as well. And yeah, that's about it, group 2. So look forward to reading for you all again next time, and take care. Bye. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Howlite, then this one is for you. So Howlite is the sleeper's stone, or the dreaming stone. A lot of people like to put it in their pillowcase or by their bed to help remember their dreams or to encourage insightful dreams. It's also a beautiful stone for releasing attachments and just feeling that quiet peace of mind. And also just encouraging well-intended motivations. So yeah, lovely all-rounder, and it actually sits, interesting because there's so much colour on the table, but where it sits is directly below this white framed card, love. Love is all around. So let's see where this reading is going. I just like that little synchronicity. If you can see it on the table, it's very nice. There's all these dark colours and then just white right in the centre. So it might be talking about the centre of you being pure and full of light, something inside of you beautiful. So group 3, let's look at some of the energies in your reading. I can see Taurus is here, Scorpio is here as well. I can see Cancer, some people might say Pisces, Capricorn is here also. So yeah, could be your energy, someone you're dealing with. But let's jump into your reading. In the past energies for your reading, we have the page, the Knight, Knave. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So what am I seeing here? This looks like the beginning of something in the recent past. You may have started something new, maybe a collaboration, maybe you're working with somebody on a project here. You might be also just sort of, for some of you, this may have been something in the past and you're looking to take your own path in a bit of independence, in a different direction. That could be the case here as well. You might be moving away from a structure or a body or a commitment that you once had. A company maybe you worked for, you're looking to go to some other company or start out on your own, or potentially a relationship may have changed or ended or something like this. There's definitely an indication of a new beginning, and you looking at the things that you, the projects or the joint collaborations that you're involved in, looking at where you implement your own energy, where you implement change. I feel like there's a lot of growth in the recent past. Maybe I want to say the recent 3 months, a lot of growth for you, a lot of change in your direction, a lot of like something that's building you up to be or to do something next year or in the next chapter for you. Something's been ramping up or preparing you is kind of the energy. I kind of feel actually really breathless as I connect to that. So maybe that's a thing. I don't know. I'm actually feeling quite breathless suddenly. So you might be a little exhausted or even overwhelmed at times. But the Queen of Wands, like all of this energy is very grounded and powerful. So even if the things are getting a little messy at times, you know, the Three of Pentacles has got a bit of paint all over her. She's made a bit of a mess, but she's still pretty impressed with what she's created. She looks at her canvas like, yeah, I'm doing all right actually. Regardless of the challenges that have been thrown my way, I've got this and I'm actually doing okay. And you are. And there's people around you that want to work with you. There's people around you that want to know what you're up to. People are interested in you and what's going to happen for you or what you're doing next. There's something about you that seems like, I don't know what it is, but they're like, people around you are wondering what move you're going to make. If I don't know why, you might know why. I'm just looking at air travel, and I don't know why. So maybe some of you are going to be flying somewhere soon with the air travel there. But anyway, didn't expect that to come through. But with the current energy moving into the week ahead, we've got the Hierophant, the Nine of Pentacles, and Death. It's interesting because we think with the Hierophant, this can be about a commitment, potentially can be about a commitment or a marriage, or working for an organization. Like we've got a herbalist, naturopath type lady here, and somebody who's there to get their expertise, their wisdom. So I feel like you are somebody who is a teacher. I often get that with group 3s. that teacher energy where you've got a lot to offer in some way. Maybe you're a mother and you are fantastic at raising little people and teaching them the ways of the world, but there's something you have to offer that people want from you. But there's also a lot of change going on in your world. So with the Nine of Pentacles and Death, you may be literally going through a house move type change. You may be leaving a company or a commitment behind to strike out on your own, like I said before, with the Nine of Pentacles being that single lady energy, very independent. She's sort of looking to the horizon, and what's on the horizon is death, transformation, something changing. So you may be literally selling a home. That could be very literal for you, but maybe not for everyone, of course. Either way, we're seeing you look towards the future, the week ahead, with a great deal of change coming your way. And I think you're ready for it. So further into the week ahead, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Fool. So there's assistance coming your way potentially. There might be something coming your way out of nowhere, right when things are changing. You might see that there's help that comes for you, or somebody offers you something here with the Six of Pentacles. And with the Fool, it's sort of, I feel like I don't know how to say it. I felt a bit muddled in all the readings today. It might just be me now that I've got to group 3 and I'm still like, I can't quite fully grab it, or I can't quite fully see what I would normally feel I can connect to or something. Like it feels elusive today. So like I said, I'm up to group 3 and I still feel that way. It might be me, but it could be collective energy. Maybe everyone's a little bit like that. I don't know. But into your week ahead, we do have the Fool, the Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So it's like this new beginning that you're approaching, all this change that you're building up towards is leading you somewhere that's perhaps a little frightening. You might be afraid that you are not going to be able to pull it off or afford it, or, there's something about lacking a resource here potentially that you might be feeling really burdened and stressed out by. But you've got the Six of Pentacles on the other side here. So there is help. Whether it's for the unseen help of spirit, co-conspiring to make things, line up and meet that right person, and, all those things that just seem to have happened for us in life, right? You might be doubting that magical touch of the spirit here, because we can see when we're looking at a new beginning, there is a feeling of lostness. What do I want to say? Of being lost. I don't know what I wanted to say, but lostness will do. Just see how the spirit helpers are going, this way, it's okay, just keep going. And she looks back and she's doubting, like, did I make the right move? Have I got what it takes? So you might be feeling a bit of doubt this week, but what's happening around you, like as I'm seeing it here, I've suddenly just noticed that we've got major, minor, major, minor, major, minor in your reading. So you're really going to have to trust at this time and clear the air, sage, clear your energy field, and just keep putting along and trusting that you have got what it takes, and you're not being pushed into something you can't handle, or this isn't out of your capabilities. You might be feeling like you haven't always got the strength, but you do, to take this new beginning or to execute, I'm hearing, this plan. In the challenge, you've got the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Moon. So again, more talk of capability fears. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, and it's in your challenge area. You might be feeling like, and the Eight of Pentacles is you building towards something, you working towards something, you mastering something. So you might have these, like, some of it feels subconscious, like, oh, it never happened for me in the past, so why would it happen now? Or, oh, when I tried in the past, it was always a barrier, or I could never, or it's not for me, or those sorts of feelings or thoughts or belief systems that run underneath the surface. This is subconscious fears, subconscious beliefs that might hamper or dampen your, I don't know if that's a word, hamper? Does that go with dampen? Is it synonym? Is it, anyway, where am I at? So, yeah, you might be feeling like there's an inability or a block in some area of your wish fulfillment, of maybe if this is to do with your work, of launching that program, or getting that promotion, or whatever this is. There's a bit of fear around your capabilities and having your wishes come true. What will help with that challenge? Leave behind the things that are not working here. don't dwell on what's not working as well. See that there's actually a golden opportunity right here that you might not be looking at. Let the past be the past. Embrace the transformation. This Ten of Swords is not someone stabbed, but it's rather a phoenix rising situation here. This is a home space card as well. It talks about home or being in nature or being around community, being around people that are like-minded and join us on our spiritual journey. They can be spiritual soulmates or friends that feel like, you know, you've been together before. This energy can be really, really super connected. So what I'm feeling for you here is to say that even if something has ended or changed and you're not seeing the blessing in amongst it all, there is actually a blessing here, and to reconnect to that in some way. There is a release required here for sure, a transformation that is happening. We see it throughout the whole reading. You've got death, you know, there's a lot of talk about moving house or something here, or buying a home or selling a home or moving. There's really, really big shifts here. But it is, I'm also getting for someone who's disappointed in an outcome, to just let that go. Like, it feels like maybe the sale price of something, or like it's not what you expected or hoped it would be, but there's a need to just let it go and trust that everything's working out for you in the way that it should, to say goodbye to the past, and to not focus too much on what's not working, but spending time in your home space, maybe literally decorating for Christmas, getting the Christmas spirit happening. We've got Halloween decorations here, so it's festivities, right? So plan an occasion, plan some, what do I want to say here? Maybe a catch up with friends, maybe it's more of a community hold circle for a group of people, do something within your community. I think those things will help you. You might be already invited to do something like this, maybe it's volunteering your time. Embrace these changes, but ground yourself in them. You know, not too flighty, but just nice and grounded. I'm not sure what I want to say here. I'm also get like it could be like struggle around home or living situations, but there's a need to like embrace it and be grateful for what you have, or there's healing here in a relationship, there's transformation in something that once didn't work out is perhaps going to come back for you in a new form. And so letting go of the past is ideal, because something gives room for something to transform or to, you know, to come in a different form. Further guidance, I hope that made sense. Further guidance, we have the Two of Cups, the Devil, and the Ace of Wands. So you may be going, we've got the card Love here as well. There's a few talks about relationships. Maybe you're for some of you, you could have left a relationship and be single and sort of just finding your own way, and, you know, working through those feelings of breakup and looking forward to the future. And for others of you, this is a relationship that you're in that has maybe been off and on, or it has gone through its fair share of challenges, and you're still working together through this union to clear out some of the old karma that you may have together, to have new beginnings, to find your passion, to work through these things, to work through conditions in your relationship, to find room for divine inspiration and more connectedness and love. There may be a rapid development. I've just noticed when I looked down, I saw the card Rapid Development on the Dill card. So you may feel this week that there is a rapid development in your relationship. You're having these conversations that maybe clear the air, or maybe free you from toxic cycles you experience with your partner, or with a friend, or whoever that might be for you. So I do feel like there's a real coming together to clear out things that don't work. And while you may feel under-equipped for some of these challenges, everything else shows me that it's kind of like things are lining up to make that conversation had, or that thing, you know, progress, or something unfold in the way it needs to. So I don't know if I said what I meant to say before about how it went major, minor, and I don't know if I said it, but what I was getting from that is the fact, I think I did say it actually, maybe I need to mention it again, but it shows that, you know, there's a lot more at play here, and that you're encouraged to play along with the changes that Spirit's bringing to you, orchestrating, like things that may seem weird, or like don't jump the gun and just take a moment to witness things and play along with spirit, if that makes sense. Especially if a challenge comes up in, you know, in the face of a stranger, play along. You know, see that there's more going on than the surface of things right now. Just something about playing along. In the outcome, we have the Eight of Cups, the Magician, Two of Wands. Brilliant cards to summarize this reading, I feel, because the Eight of Cups is releasing things that you've tried really hard to work through, and it's time to let things go, things that you have really maybe tried to make it work and it doesn't, or something that you've exhausted yourself with, but it is time for you to release the pressure or an attachment there, similar to howlights, it's releasing attachment energy of the crystal there. But then we've got the Magician, and I've talked about your capability in this reading already, and the Magician is somebody who can manifest the life that they want. And then we have the Two of Wands. This is the crossroads. So releasing the past, believing in your capabilities and your resources to create this future that you want, whatever that is for you on this crossroads. Healthy relationships, abundance in your world, to be a better person in some way, some area, some shape, some form. And then the World card on the bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles and the Sun underneath that. I see the Ten of Wands. There's a lot here. So Queen of Swords. I could really read all this. It shows that you have really come through a freaking hard one, right? I can see that there. There's something very hard here I'm feeling with that. Ten of Wands, you had to endure it. You went through it and you got to the other side. You invested a lot of blood, sweat and tears perhaps into something or someone, and it's come to the completion. However that shows up in your world. Maybe it's an ending or maybe it's an evolution, but there is a completion of a cycle and you're moving on. That's the underlying energy. You're moving forward, you're maybe graduating, you're growing, you're moving into a new cycle. You show up in the outcome as the Magician, ready for a new path with the Two of Wands, releasing the past, releasing the old hurts and utilizing. So if this is a relationship that you're struggling with, it's about releasing the hurts of the past and finding forgiveness to work together to have a bright future on the same page, if that's how it resonates with you. But either way, releasing what isn't working to just create the space to believe in yourself, utilize your skills and navigate this journey in the direction you want to take it. So a lot of extra cards fell out, like 3 might be your number because there's 3, 3 and 3 here, but we have expression, vacation and solitude. So I think vacation and solitude sounds pretty good. Nice to go on a little holiday by yourself. But either way, you might be needing a little bit of a break from life or from the world. It's that time of year. I think everyone's wanting a little bit of me time or downtime or even a vacation. You might be going on a vacation. Or it might be just really good for you to go on a bit of an adventure. It doesn't have to be a big trip, but just something a little different to break things up for yourself. A bit of alone time is definitely needed right now. I think all 3 groups got a bit of that. And with expression, do I want to go to the book? I feel like going to the book for expression because it's interesting. You also got expression in this deck as well. Lavender, expression and release. But anyway, 14. Right, the expression of gratitude benefits your mind and your body. Studies have showed that communicating gratitude may lead to better health, an increase in exercise, and reduced incidences of physical ailments. Those who express gratitude are also more likely to serve others, experience greater hopefulness, and be less self-absorbed. We usually express gratitude in response to a kind deed or gift. We might also take a moment to appreciate the positive attributes of our lives. Expressing gratefulness or giving thanks for our many blessings, no matter how small, can have positive ramifications in our lives and the lives of those around us. When you experience gratitude, you may find your levels of fulfillment, energy, confidence, and positivity are amplified. Recognizing and showing your appreciation will decrease downheartedness, apprehension, jealousy, pressure, and exhaustion. You can boost your well-being and your relationships by sharing your gratitude with friends, family, and co-workers. Express gratitude and watch how it changes the lives of those around you. I like that. But also don't forget to get a little solitude, a little alone time, a little you time, and maybe even take a trip or a day trip, day spa, whatever you want to do. Just do something for you. Group 2 had a bit of that as well. You might have been drawn to one of the other groups. We had the card Love, which we spoke of. Did we read it? Love is all around you. Love is coming into your life. You are already more cherished than you can possibly know. Indeed, you are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you when you stand in the center of it all. All is well, no matter what is happening around you. You know that you are loved and you are lovable. You know that there is nothing you need to do to deserve love. You are enough just as you are. The Creator is love, and in the depth of your soul, you are love. In matters of the heart and romance, all is healing or is already healed. In terms of self-love, your confidence and self-esteem are growing as you take time to cherish and care for yourself. We have the card Air Magic, and as it suggests, this might be a good time to work with the element of air, be that some sage clearing or some breath work perhaps. There's a lot of different things. I think you can do a good bit of Googling if you like. Feathers are another beautiful air tool that people like to use, but sending your wishes out on the wind, a dandelion thing that you blow. There's so many different little air rituals you can engage in, but they might need to do a little more research for those ones rather than say water or such. Anyway, you also have in the essences 3 that came together, so I took them. We had dill, clary sage, which you had sage with the air, so definitely another cycle of sage or message, and lavender, release and expression. So rapid development. You can definitely see that this is a time of change for you. I can see it in your reading here as well. Yeah, and you will see rapid developments this week, I would say. A bit of assistance coming your way that helps change things, but it also might bring a bit of fear in for you about your capabilities, but you've got what it takes. Intuition, clarity and cycles with the clary sage might be a wonderful essence to use. Trusting intuition at this time. Lavender, expression and release. I wanted to maybe go to the book for that one. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. Okay. Divinatory meaning. If this card has come to you, it is because you might need to express your true feelings. You will also benefit from aligning your heart and your mind in order to move forward. Talk about your projects and heartfelt wishes. There might be someone out there eager to listen. I am at peace with my world and myself. 2 cards of expression there too. So definitely if there's something to be said, then don't hold that back. And then some self-care prompts. We have water. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Meditate. Take a bit of time out for yourself. And nurture. And I like our nurture and water, so it's also an added message of maybe your pot plants need a little water as well. Give them a bit of, it's a little cheeky message for someone whose plants might be thirsty. But yeah, group 3, that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance. It's been interesting readings today. Felt a little, I don't know what I felt, just kind of like unsure, if anything, but it's fine. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and don't forget to look out for the giveaway reading posts, ones on Facebook, ones on YouTube, and just comment below to get an entry. If you tag a friend, they need to comment as well, because I don't want to enter people that don't want to be entered. So just get them, they can say anything, just say that they, I don't know, whatever, just comment, and that shows they're interested. And only comments on the original 2 posts. So if you share it out and people comment on that, I will not count those posts because I can't go chasing all of that. Just the 2 original posts will go, everyone on there will go into the entry. So don't forget to put your name down on that as well. And that being said, group 3, I look forward to reading for you all again next week. Bye.